All right. Hold on a second here. Let's try this again. Okay, you can see me, Sarah, and you can hear me. Is that correct? I got to learn how to do this better, man. All right. Oh, did you see that? Okay. I've got to find a link for this, and I don't see the link. Let's get back on this computer. We'll get to it here in a second, y'all. Sorry about this. It's kind of crazy. Okay, there we go. Share. Cool.
Okay, there we go.
Copy. Don't need the audio.
Cool. Okay, there we go. Copy. Don't need the audio.
And let me get this up on Facebook real quick. All right. So the Starlink seems to be working. Is that correct, everybody? All right. Hey, John. Man, at some point, I'm going to get this right. So on my laptop, I remember, I think the last time I tried to do this, I used my tablet, which this is the tablet. My laptop's over here, which is what I was trying to use. And yeah, so whatever. Okay. Awesome. Perfect. But here we go. We've got a full night ahead of me. And I'm cool with that, man. It's totally cool. DK, found you. Hey, found you. Good. Hey, Jill. So as soon as this episode or this live thing is done, I'm going to record Tuesday's episode. I've got a full week planned, big time. I've got Penns Peak coming up in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. That's December 6th, 7th, and 8th. I leave Tuesday morning, get in Tuesday night. It's one of those things you just can't get there from anywhere. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Fan, you can't. This is a good kitty, but she likes to be in the middle of everything, don't you? Yeah. This is Finn, y'all. This is the best kitty in the world. Just a little crazy. Don't step on the keyboard. You know you're not supposed to do that. Anyway, so good, man. This is awesome. The Starlink test works. No like weirdness or anything. Like this hand movement, is it like weird? Yeah. Because it's going to be needed for plans moving forward. Oh, there's Christine Jeffords. Yep, something special happened with that girl. Isn't it kind of cool though that this transmission is literally like going through this device, this tablet, through a line up to my roof, through a satellite, wherever, down back to earth, through some wires and everything else, and then boom to you, all like that. Boom. That's awesome. So anyway, all right. Well, official congrats to Christine. There she is, Christine Jeffords. Or, well, no, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say it. She is our November puzzle winner, which is awesome. Only took them the Jeffords clan. That's John, Christine, and Holly. Only took them about 2.5 hours after the episode was over to produced the correct answer. There were some other answers out there, not as many as I would have hoped for. It was a little disappointing. Um, I don't know if people are intimidated by the puzzle or whatnot. John, Christine, if Holly's out there, honestly, it wasn't that hard, right? I mean, it really wasn't that hard. Hey, Bev, how you doing? I hope to see you at Penn's Peak. Yeah, you were overthinking the puzzle, right? And I said it was going to be easy, and I think it was. And now I'm like, okay, is is it just a matter of people aren't into the puzzle? Because I guarantee once the whole puzzle idea gets out into the puzzle universe, they're gonna just they'll take this channel over because they're awesome, and now I have to make them really hard and crazy. Um, but there was no juvenile award clue, John. You just were way you saw the picture. You did a Google search to find out what it was. That's what it was called. I actually downloaded that, I think, from either Envato, Elements, or Storyblocks, of which I have subscriptions to both. But that wasn't a clue. I never said juvenile word. You came up with that on your own. you know. But I got this thing is have you ever heard of geocaching? It's a really cool thing. It's got a really big community, secret community kind of, and you can go out and like get on these geocaching websites and like all over the world, and there's like these secret clues, like GPS coordinates, things like that, and you find them, and they have a lock, and you got to know the code. And out in the middle of nowhere, there's one very close to actually the theater here in Branson. I've seen people doing their thing there, but it's just a thing where you travel around, you find these geocaches, and you got to get clues and whatnot. This is kind of no different than that. Um, it's really not at all. So, and I don't know if the name has been developed yet, but I, right now, December 12th or December 1st, 2023, 7:16 p.m., I am going to coin the phrase podcaching. It's whenever you're looking for clues during a podcast and you ultimately figure it out. So yeah, pod caching. That's my word. I don't think it's used. There's some people call themselves podcasters because they have like a podcast about geocaching, but I don't think anyone's doing podcaching. So that's yeah. The candle underneath the sign illuminating it. So that's a good point, John. That was a candle on a candlestick. That was not a candelabra. And tune in on Tuesday because I have this whole thing. It shows how the puzzle, all the clues come together, and how to solve it. But that was one of the things that candle was not a candelabra because a candelabra, by definition, has many candles to it. So yeah, it wasn't a candelabra. So thank you, Lola. It's trademarked at least in Canada now. Very good. All right. Yeah. So, but Christine won. Whoops. Look at that, Norm. That's Norm doing calling me. He should be on here. I know what he wants. Yeah, congratulations, Christine. Excellent job. The correct answer to the puzzle. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Um, yeah, I'm gonna wait. And but yeah, the reveal was awesome. Spend as much time about that puzzle itself. Um, yeah, so Christine, of course, she has picked her 00 agent number and name, which is awesome. And I will reveal those on Tuesday night. She is the first of many, and this will, like I said, all revealed on Tuesday night's episodes. So watch out for that. Did anybody else get it? Eventually get it? No one else gave the right answer. There were some answers. Did anybody else get cared or whatnot? So I'm gonna have to reach out to a wider community, I think, because it's fun. It really is. And I've already, let's see, Tuesday night actually, I got home from Legends. Of course, Wednesday's a day off. And I got to work on the December puzzle. I got like 5 ideas for puzzles, and I just said, "Man, okay, so you were too intimidated to write in Mo, you know who. Mo, you know who." Well, that's ridiculous, Mo, you know who. Um, okay, well, why would anybody be intimidated? Anyway, um, yeah, so I got to work on the December puzzle. Had like 5 or 6 other ideas for puzzles for upcoming months, but I said, you know what? It's time to unleash a fun one that's easy, a fun one that's easy. I think a lot easier actually than the November puzzle. Just trying to get people invested. There's only one little hiccup in it, and once you figure it out, but yeah. So I'm going to start reaching out to some puzzle groups too and see if they want to get involved in because it's a lot of fun. It's right up that community's alley. So yeah. Anyway, and I'm thinking about of course we gave Christine gets the free school scroll saw. It's over $100. So I'm thinking of there will be another awesome gift coming for the December puzzle, no doubt about it. So we'll figure that out along the way. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'll be getting into my hotel um, Tuesday night in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, about the same time that the podcast drops. So I might not be around to comment or anything, but it's a fun one this week. I'm kind of behind the 8 ball, like I said, because I had to get the December puzzle done. Still have to deal with getting Christine taken care of as far as her new status at the Ryan Files, which is awesome. But yeah, and I wasn't sure exactly which way I wanted to go with this next one. I've got the next 3 or 4 kind of planned out. Um, Hazel, what are you talking about? First night. First night at Penn's Peak? Is that what you're talking about? What are you talking about? Hazel. Houston, we have a problem. Hazel, are you there? First night, I am confused. Watching. Oh, you've never tuned in before, Hazel? Is that correct? Oh, well, there you go, Hazel. It's real simple. All you got to do is just go back and watch. Uh, we're at episode 6 coming up, so they're all there. They're all listed. There's a playlist. Ryan Files episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is coming up Tuesday. Every Tuesday night, I do this episode. Every Friday night, 7 p.m., we do this live thing. And we talk about past episodes, future episodes, the monthly puzzle. Just one of those things you'll have to ask around. You have to go back and watch the other episodes, and you'll get on track and up to date real quick. So, but thanks for tuning in, Hazel. Appreciate it. Cool. The first night, I am confused. Where do the clues come from? In the podcast. In each podcast, there are clues. Every podcast, and it's a monthly thing. So there was 5 episodes in November, so all 5 episodes had clues, all leading to one answer, one puzzle answer, and yeah, cool prizes, and yeah, you just got to go back and watch. If you go back and watch 1 through 5, you'll get it, and there you go. So, anyways, the December puzzle is easier in my opinion. Like I said, just one little thing you got to figure out, and once you got it, you got it, and that's cool. Um, don't overthink it. Don't overthink this one too much. Um, no need to. Um, so yeah. Did anybody play along with the weakest link episode last Tuesday? And if so, how did you do? Like everybody's afraid. They're just like Mo, Mo, you know who. What did you score, Christine? You probably beat me. Sarah was 24 for 13. John got 23 or 24 for 30. I'm sorry. I don't even, what was I, 25? John got 23. There was several guesses, um, like I admitted, and um, like I admitted, and yeah, just luck of the draw. Christine got 15 of those questions right on the weakest link, but she solved the puzzle. So there you go. Yeah, but you don't get all the fun little stats in the feed, Hazel. You got to watch the episode. Um, oh, well, Stasha Garcia was in the hospital. Sorry about that. I'm not the big of a scary. I'm not that big of a scary. I got 23. Okay, so Mo, you know who got 23. I don't. Do I know you, Mo? I don't know who Mo is. Mo's hiding. Anyway, um, that was a fun episode to do. It took a while with all the little graphic stuff. That stuff actually takes more time than you'd think. So, anyways, um, yeah, it was cool. Let's see what else we got going on here. Upcoming. Yeah, in honor of kind of some things maybe coming in the future, and I'm not saying that it's coming this month or in 6 months. I don't know, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about codes and ciphers. They're around you every day, and that's what the next episode is about. It's kind of fun. If you're into that kind of thing, great, and if you're not, you definitely learned something. It's kind of interesting, in the history of how all this stuff came about. Um, New heart pump. Oh, new heat pump. Oh, Lord Almighty. I need new glasses. It's like you got a new heart pump installed today. 22.1 degrees inside my house. Yeah, thanks, John. Well, if it was any colder, 22, I mean, if it was 22.0, then you'd been real trouble. But yeah, at 22.1, that's whenever you say, oh, that's the point. I need a new heat pump. Yep. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about codes and ciphers and how awesome they are and how crazy, stupid, smart some people were like a long time ago. Like you can figure out these codes and ciphers today, rudimentary ones with your brain. And I didn't realize this, but um, anybody ever hear cryptograms? You play them in well, it used to be the newspaper, magazines have them. You can go and get like word puzzle books with cryptograms, and it's basically solving simple substitution codes. Um, I didn't realize this, though, that a substitution code is considered 88-bit encryption. Now, you don't need to know what that means per se, but 88-bit encryption is kind of awesome. It's based upon 26 letters, 26 possibilities for one letter to be represented by another letter, so on and so forth. So you're looking at 88-bit encryption to figure out a cryptogram, which is awesome when you think that the human brain can decode 88-bit decryption without any help tools or anything. And I know my mom taught me how to do the cryptograms when I was young, and so I've been doing them for my life. And thank you for the bless yous. Yeah. So okay. So Stasha, you know what they are, and yeah, that's 88-bit encryption, which is crazy. Uh, yes, John, you're talking about the Enigma machine, and we do get into that. That gets a little bit probably above the pay grade of what everyone would be interested. Not myself. I've got literal blueprints of the Enigma machine, as well as some of the stuff that was designed in Bletchley Park in England to decode the Enigma machine. That's just That's unbelievable because basically you have these cylinders. There's an input and output on each cylinder, but every letter they all turn different ways, so it's just random. Uh, It's more than most people are interested in, no doubt about it. But it is brilliant and brilliant technology. And you know, we all Erica Bain, hello. Um, we all, if you think about this, um, we all are right now. Everybody who's watching this, you're dealing with codes because you're dealing with encryption, not just encryption from your Wi-Fi network, but the way this video is being encrypted via YouTube, the way it's encrypted as it goes up to a satellite and comes back down through multiple servers and whatnot, and then out to you through your Wi-Fi network, more encryption, and all these codes. It's all based upon codes. That's it. It's based upon codes, um, and so yeah, and of course, codes were used throughout history because of war and secret messages and whatnot. Um, Obviously, classified documents are encoded. Um, all different kinds of things that we deal with in everyday life that we might not realize. But it's kind of crazy that the human brain, like I said, can decrypt 88-bit encryption on its own, which is basically a substitution cipher, or like maybe a Caesar cipher. We'll get into all that, and I'll make it as fun as I can. Um, so yeah, number stations. Yep, those are very interesting. And again, I don't want to get. You can get into it so far that it turns people off. I want to have just a boom, kind of like a history and through today. But there are some very compelling things that you don't really know that comes out. But yeah, if you're on a computer right now, a tablet, a device of some sort, a TV or a cell phone or whatnot, watching this, um, you know, the World War II Enigma machines and the machines built um, in concert with that, not only just to create mechanical code itself, but also to decode the Enigma machine. That's literally the beginning of modern day computing, which is awesome. And the same guy that is the father of computing, modern day computing, is also the father of artificial intelligence that in the 50s, 40s, and 50s was working on all this stuff that we're talking about right now. And I'm not going to tell you his name right now, but we will get to it in the episodes. Kind of ironic. The gentleman died in, I think, 1956, but he's the father of modern computing and artificial intelligence. It kind of makes you wonder what they had back in the 50s. So, anyway, that's coming up on Tuesday. That will be a fun episode. Got a lot of graphic stuff that I have to do with that. And as soon as we're done here, I am recording at least the talking part for that episode. So the studio is all set up, raring to go. I already got everything loaded up, ready to go. So we're just all I got to do is remember to hit record on the video. Speaking of which, last week, the Weakest Link episode, um, I forgot to hit record on the video again. What's wrong with me? So yeah. Anyways, December puzzle starts on Tuesday. Like I said, it'll be easier, just one mental jump. And I guess it was really kind of Christine, John, wouldn't you agree? There was really only one mental jump you needed to make in the last puzzle, I guess. I think this one will be easier. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, you'll figure this one out, no problem. Might just throw some money at this one, you know? Might throw some money at it. Maybe um, yeah, I don't know. Glad your background graph is right side showing. Well done. What's that mean? This is backwards still, right? Is it backwards or is it, or did it automatically flip? Oh, okay, you went down different directions. So this is correct. No, no. Well, we could do tickets to the show, except for the fact that the puzzle's over at the end of December, so that's not going to work. But maybe we can throw in money. I don't know. So Sandy says it's not backwards, and Jill says it's the correct way. It's the correct way, but on correct way, it's the correct way. But on my screen, it's wrong. So, well, that's awesome. Hey, I don't even know how that worked, but okay. Um, yeah, December 6th, 7th, and 8th. At Penns Peak and Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. Please come out, man. So it's the 6th and 7th. Those are 1 p.m. shows. You can come just see the show, or you can also, it's a dinner kind of show thing. So there's dinner and then the show, but the show starts at 1 on those 2 days. Um, and backstage passes to Skokie or Gary. Yeah, but what if someone from California wins? You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Gary would happen because it's a casino too. Pretty rough sticklers about security at those places. Um, yeah, I just got to think about it. I got to think about it. If we had a bigger community, which will grow to at some point for sure, no doubt about it, this will be a big community at some point. And all the statistics show that it's the case. You've got to get anywhere from 10 to 15, sometimes even 20 podcasts under your belt, which you think about, that's for this podcast about half a year. I am coming up with other things like this will be good for the podcast being on the YouTube channel, but I am thinking about multiple ways, maybe adding an additional episode throughout the week. Working on some stuff like that just to get more traffic. But yeah, as long as you stick with it, you're bound to get that audience. So it'll come, and maybe once we have a bigger community, maybe more people will come out to these events, and it would make sense to do a backstage pass or whatnot. But right now, I'm just trying to find incentives for people to play along and share, subscribe. You know, everyone has friends. There's currently 25 people watching this. And if everyone had one friend that they told and said, hey, just go on there and subscribe, that would make a big difference. But, you know, you can't do it. Oh, now there's 27. How about that? It would make a massive difference. So, you know, that's just what it is. And eventually it'll have, you know, the amount of following it needs to be able to grow on its own. And it's a bell curve, you know, it starts out slow and then shoots. So it'll happen when it happens. Regarding the website, hold on here. You get these messages and you just never know. Oh, Norm wanted to come over. God bless him. You guys know Norm? Have you been to Branson? You guys know Norm? He's the one that says, I'm always ready for a show. That's Norm. Anyways, Norm wanted to come over. He takes care of my kitties while I'm gone. Yeah, John, you know Norm. He's awesome. He's awesome. Yeah, so with regards to the website, now, like I said, everything's ready. There's just a patchwork up right now. You can still go to the ryanfiles.com and get on the mailing list, but the website's done and it's just sitting there. And it's going to take me probably a day to take and transfer that over and keep the stuff over here that I need to keep, and then bring the new one in and all that. It'll probably take me a day. And because of my travel situation and going to Penns Peak and whatnot, I think that probably the earliest I'll get to that is December 13th, which is a Wednesday. Maybe before We'll see, but I'm trying. I obviously want to get it up. There's a number of reasons why, so it'd be advantageous to, but it's not advantageous to do it and have it be up halfway, or not not done correctly. So that's it. And when will I be done, Norm? God bless you. Uh, not for a bit. Sorry about this. He'll get on here and watch later on. He'll be like, "Oh, I was talking to him on the phone." Yeah. So, anyways, that's it. Anybody got any questions for me or anything? Any thoughts, insights, questions, comments, suggestions, anything like that? Anybody coming out to Penn Peak? Anybody want to say anything? Everybody's so quiet. They're like, what's that person's name? Mo, you know who? Any other game show you care to do? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll be in Indy in January. You can go to just Google Elvis Tribute Artist Spectacular Birthday Edition, and all the dates are there. Will I ever come back to Myrtle Beach? Probably to visit or vacation, and that's about it. The speed's been great. I think I'm on Starlink right now, so I think everything's been good. I'm assuming. Other game shows. That's a tricky one, man. With if I was younger, um, remember that it's called Wipeout now. It's not really a game show per se, but it's the ones that have all those twirling, spinning machines, and you get knocked off and you fall in the water. Man, that just seems like that would be so much fun to do. I would love to do that. Um, um, I'm a Jeopardy fan, but I doubt I could go on there and be. Although I hear the way Jeopardy is that they actually give everybody all the questions and categories in advance. Of course, they give you more than you need, so it's just about skimming and retention, which I do well at. That would be interesting. That would be interesting to see. I'm not. I'm not a like Wheel of Fortune, blah blah blah. I'm not into that. Um, games. Who wants to be a millionaire? That would have been fun. That would have been awesome to be on. Um, trying to think. I enjoy though like the hey Ames, how you doing? How was your show? Amy's still up in Shipshawana doing shows. She's performing with Sean Gerard and Doug Church up there. Not password now. Um, great crowd tonight. Awesome. Yeah. So Sean Gerard does Garth Brooks, and Amy obviously does Trisha Yearwood, and Doug Church is also there, and they're doing a Christmas show up at Shipshawana. So if you get a chance, she's there for another week or so. Um, and what is that? That's Michigan, Amy, right? What's the name of the actual theater and all that? And how you like Starlink? Pretty good, yeah. Um, yeah, so Stasha, this Starlink is the way to go. It's not the cheapest to get started. It's in Indiana. Okay, what part of Indiana? I know it's around Notre Dame, South Bend, Indiana area, but okay. Jill says Indiana. The Blue Gate, the Blue Gate Theater. Don't get confused and go to the Green Gate or the Orange Gate or the Yellow Gate. And certainly don't go to the Watergate. All right. All right. Well, check it out. There for another week, right, Ames? Other game shows. Yeah, I don't know. It's about an hour from South Bend. Okay. I can't think of too many other game shows. I mean, game shows are fun. There's other things I'd rather be on. Uh, but then again, there's a lot of television, movie stuff that I would not want to be a part of. So, anyways, but someday I'll do an episode about all that as well. But all right, well, I do have a steak and a baked potato waiting to cook after I'm done. But right now, if everyone's all good, I think I'm gonna wrap a bow on it. Tune in on Tuesday, especially. Uh, I no, I'm not going to be on The Voice. Basil, are you kidding me? Um, yeah. If nothing else, tune in. It's a whole new puzzle. A different, maybe using a different part of your brain, which is fun. And yeah, and it's kind of cool too. Like I think once you get the clue and then you figure out kind of what's going on, you'll be like, that son of a buck. I'll tell you what. So yeah, it's kind of fun. But then yeah, learn about codes and ciphers and how they affect your life, and let's grow the community. Like I said, if everyone on here was to just tell one person to subscribe and whatnot, and they did that, it would be no time at all. We'd be cooking. But anyway, all right. Well, that's it. I'm going to get to recording. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Like I said, if I'm not on when that's happening, it's because I'm still traveling in. I got to fly into Harrisburg and drive all the way up to Penns Peak. So it is what it is. But anyway, looking forward to seeing you guys next week. In the meantime, you can always comment here or on Facebook, or send me a message, the Ryan Files. And that's it. Looking forward to seeing you at Penns Peak. Come on out the 6th, 7th, and 8th, pennspeak.com for tickets. And yeah, let's keep it moving. All right. Love you guys. Appreciate you, man. Stay out of trouble and have a great week. And we'll see you soon. Cheers.